I sat next door and watched these while I was watching the college softball super regionals, watching Lafayette win. That was pretty exciting for them. To watch these people, we all get together in big groups and we're all just, I was watching the NBA playback and Billy Crystal, all these people just celebrating because the Clippers, I guess, won, but then lost, and stuff. And they said that too. It'd be so nice if people could get together and celebrate something really celebrating, like if we stop extorting, exploiting to live here and stop destroying our own environment, telling our kids they have to inherit the cesspool of stupidity. That would be cool, so. But the thing is what was funny, and me and one of the librarians discussed it the other day when I watched that Koch brothers movie. It's like, so you're trying to tell me the Koch brothers and their few friends run the whole world and keep me locked up here, and Jennifer Lopez and Barack Obama and the rest of those people and Oprah Winfrey want to save me, but they can't because they'll kill them. So they can't take time off their busy schedule running around the world, going between Barcelona and Paris and Monaco and New York and LA to go and talent shows and dance competitions and all strut our stuff and shake our butts and get real hot and buy and sell stuff and have sex to stop destroying our planet, supporting exploitation and extortion run by the horrible white ring conservatives. I'm like, fuck. You guys believe that shit? They almost had me believing it. Then I'm like, you mean they can't take time of their busy schedules to come to Las Cruces, hang out with me and say, I think your mathematical variables make more sense than anything we've heard as any kind of an interpretation of the Gospels in almost since, well, no, Haile Selassie said them. But most people wouldn't accept them and rejected them because they thought he was just this crazy third world country leader that thought he was the relative of King David and King Solomon. I don't think he thought it. I think he is. I think the relative mathematical application and the relative mathematical scientific understanding that goes beyond most quantum physicists proves that Haile Selassie is who he says he is. Okay? And I don't know where the clerics are that are like me. I don't know where the people are. I take that back. Sheikh al-Numini is caught up in the stuff and he feels he can't say the stuff or they'll kill him. And then there's clerics and sheikhs, the descendant of Rumi, that I've connected through the Sufist and everything like that. And he tries to tell you things in religious certainty, but the thing is they say it in poetic, spiritual application in verse, which is very submissive, and it's very submissive, and we have to submit to this. But the thing is they can't submit until the sword comes and slices them to ribbons and obliterates them, and with no fear comes in and just tears the whole whore down. Okay, and that's my job. So I have to come in. They have to be everybody's friend and help keep good religious section principles together. My job is to come in and get everybody to hate me because they all hate themselves, hate each other, and hate God. So I'll tell them the truth about themselves, and they'll hate me more than they hate each other. And then it's like, well, we just got to do something to get rid of Ralph. No, we got to do something to get you to tie yourself down. Okay, and that's my job. And I don't care if I'm all alone, and I'm not gonna end up alone all the rest of my life, guys. No. I'm not alone now, and I can go out and get a job and have. I'm an attractive guy, and I'm nice, and I'm kind, and I'm protecting, and I'm very courageous and very brave. And a woman around me would feel very, whoa, oh my God, this is so fun to lay in bed with this man, and I love him so much. And the connection to him is almost overwhelming at times. Well, that's okay, because it's that way for me too, baby girl, okay? I love you too. Don't let it overwhelm you. Just realize it's just two spiritual beings in flesh getting together to sow each other forms of pleasure and comfort in finite moments in this world. That's all it really is. But given the grand scope of things, that's pretty special. So I'm happy to be here with you if you're happy here to be with me. Okay, this is so cool. I mean, you're so beautiful for doing this for me, and you just feel so good. You look so good. You smell so nice. I love you. I love you too. I'm sorry I can't be more attractive for you right now, but I have a feeling within about a year or so, with you making consistent strides to be affectionate with me and help fulfill my needs and make up for a lot of the affection that's been denied me for years, that I think it'll pay dividends, and I think you'll be happy with the mental, emotional, and physical, especially physical results that you get from our relationship. And it's a covenant. It's a holy covenant. I prefer the more romantic and beautiful perceptions and mathematical comprehensions and understandings of life in a more romantic and beautiful, poetic verse type of relationship as a scientific type relationship. It's just the neurons falling off and on. I think isn't it great the way God made that? Isn't it great the way that God made the shape of a woman's hips? Isn't that great the way He made her breasts so sensitive and so subtle and so amazingly fun to engage in? And isn't it great the way that God made the body? That everything in my body fits perfectly into hers, and if we do it just right, we have these spectacular reactions that just make us both just really enjoy all the sights, sounds, smells, and taste. And wow, you know, I just sometimes I hard to believe that someone so beautiful as an amazing, attractive woman enjoys being with me. You know, when I'm kissing her, when I'm holding her, when I'm inside of her, when she's allowing me to be there. You know, that is just so cool. You know. And I thought that about Amy, and she was one of the most incredible, competitive, obnoxious, evil, gossiping, creepy bitches in the whole world. So I can only imagine what it's going to be like with somebody who's not self-indulgent, narcissistic, abusive, competitive, and controlling. You know, I've never had that. So that would be nice, man. Knock on some particle board, you know, God willing. I meet a woman that appreciates me the way I appreciate a woman. Wow, I mean, I've never really had that. I mean, I've had some brief moments where the girls thought they were, and they thought, all this potential, I can get this decent-looking white guy who seems pretty smart to make me really special in society, because he has the potential to be rich and special, because he's attractive and he's intelligent, and if I motivate him just right, I'll have the right car, the right place, and be able to rub the other girls' noses in it. Yeah, that's what I got. And it's like, I don't want you to rub their noses in it. No. I mean, look at her husband. He's gorgeous. He's intelligent. He's kind to people. He doesn't murder people with resources. He protects children from abuse. I want her husband. He's bigger and has a bigger dick than yours. Have a nice day. Go have fun fighting over her husband. I'm going to tell her, my bitch of an ex-wife is coming. Jolene, 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 I'm begging of you, please don't take my man. Your beauty is beyond compare with framing locks of auburn hair, ivory skin, and eyes of emerald green. He talks about you in his sleep, and there's nothing I can do to keep from crying. When he calls your name, Jolene, let Jolene have him. If he doesn't appreciate you, he's a fucking Nimrod. If you're, you know, you don't know what he means to you, Jolene. If he doesn't love you, I mean, hell, you're Dolly Parton for crying out loud. I'm just kidding around, but yeah, if your husband doesn't appreciate a faithful woman that adores him, I mean, he's a prick. All right, just so you know. Look, I had bitches for wives and fiancés, and they were, and I'm not going to tell you lies and tell you they were these great girls. No, they came on to me really great. I was attractive, intelligent, and had so much social upward mobility potential. I never fulfilled that potential, and I was such a prick for not doing it, because I wouldn't step on other people to achieve. I wouldn't beat them down. I wouldn't suck up to the coach. You'll just never make it because you don't have the same social skills that I have. Money's more valuable than children. And there's a giant cloud kingdom in the sky, and Jesus is going to take me there after I die if I give you half my money. And then you'll get me a job that makes more money. So half my money is more than all my money before I gave you half my money. Awesome. Can I be one of the board of trustees in the church hierarchy? Great. Fuck you and your little dogs too. I can't stand you. You make the world a fucking shithole cesspool. And you suck. I have to tell you the truth about yourself because you like worshiping yourself and making life a living hell for the rest of us. We have to compete to get at the table, to sit at the place of the table to tell you bullshit about yourself and how great you are when you make shit up and make us believe in it. Or you use sciences in a sinister fashion to mass murder other people because you miseducate them because you keep everybody fighting so they can make money off the aftermath and the bullshit and keep your position of power and wealth and fame. And then clean it all up with irrational sciences to clean up the irrational reactions because of your deceit, your lie, and your narcissistic bullshitisms. All right? It's my honor to kick the shit out of you from the left to the right, from the top to the bottom, from back and forth and back. My name is Ralph Earl Parsons Jr. That's the rep, repping everybody living being from beginning to the end with the junior on the end to warn all you ignorant motherfuckers that don't understand the molecular transfiguration of the second come in. His name was John. I'm the 22nd in the line. My name is Ralph Earl Parsons Jr. Like that lady said to me, "You're not Jesus Christ." I said, "No, Mom and Daddy named me Ralph. I'm Ralph Christ. Go do things in my name. The one thing you must do in my name is Islam. It's peace. Live the Lord's Prayer, promote the Lord's Prayer, and do it in Rasta, unity. Do you understand? The Hindu is the unification of all life through all things in God. And God is all things of all relative life, the same thing as the Christ. And the Buddhist is the enlightened one that takes, the Buddha comes and says, with Hindu, they crystallize it and mythalize it, and I am here as a reaction to enlighten you and see the life and relative life in all of us, and not in these mythological creatures that you're evolving your Hindu religion into. That's what happened with the Judeo faith. Then the Judeo faith had Christian, then Christian Islam, and then Islam Mormon, and then Mormon Rastafari, and so on and so forth. The Rastafari was obviously a reaction to the manipulation of the whites-only reaction to a lot of the people with the Mormon faith. The Mormon faith is a continuation of the testimony of Jesus Christ, and so is the Abrahamic Bible. Is this understandable? Then you guys secularize it and crystallize it because you turn it into race wars. There is only one race, and that is the human race, and you're all racing to your death and doom because you fight with each other, because you're irrational and you point your finger out at who's badder and who's worse. I agree. I like a lot of things about the left, but I like the morals of the right. I don't want to go to a club all night and fuck like a bunny while my kids are being raised by their aunt. I love Jennifer Lopez. I don't like her. Okay, she's absolutely gorgeous. Okay, I think her boyfriend is a chick bimbo. I think she's happy with him, and I'm glad she is, because they floated my boat and said she wants to date me, and I think they were full of shit just to fucking keep me distracted so I could sit there and go, the Coke bottles are keeping me from having sex with Jennifer Lopez and having her have sex with that little wimpy dancer who drives around on a fucking quad water in Dubai and makes films on it and posts it online. This is horrible. It is horrible, I agree. Do you want to have sex with Jennifer Lopez? Right after my frontal lobotomy and my to-do list, which is get full frontal lobotomy, get back with Stephanie, Amy, Law, and then hook up with Jennifer Lopez and have 4 wives in Muslim style in the United States of America, and they can all have sex together when I'm not there. Right. Yeah, that's what I want to do. And if you believe that, me and George Strait have oceanfront property in Arizona, and I'm moving to Tennessee, and they can all move to Texas. Boom, boom. Oh, pissed. I've had enough. You can only fuck with a man's heart, his loins, and his mathematical principles and his sanity so long before he makes you look like the most horrible people that ever tried to manipulate truth with big mass bullshit group entities of lie. And that poor lady I talked today at the store, she was real cool, but then she said, I think it'd be great if we just had like a natural disaster that took down all our technology, so we had to operate back to the Stone Age. No. Mass communications are very helpful to keep us from acting irrationally and keep us calm and focus on intellect and intelligence. Why don't we just take the line of Judea here in Las Cruces, promote the message and mathematical variables of religion and sciences that we're trying to promote for years. We make them understand Judeo-Krishnamurti better. Make them. Well, yeah, we make them. Okay, we made this shit. Let's make it better. So we make them. We're not forcing anybody. No, we just share the truth, show the truth, be the truth, and promote the truth, and evolve the truth in a creative, intelligent fashion. We help them understand what Judy was talking about. You help them understand what Bruce Lee was trying to tell them about. We don't have to fight and kill each other to protect each other from irrationality. All we have to do is teach truth, live truth, and be truth. I don't have to work out for 2 years and sit there and find out martial arts defenses and mathematically equate you and work on my reflexes. Come into the room and we have a competition, and if I rip your dick off and shove it in your mouth, then we all live the way Ralph says. That's complete fucking adolescent bullshit. You guys, no wonder you're not as talented as me. You don't deserve it. Oh, you're so full of yourself. No, I'm full of the love of God. You're full of yourself, which makes you full of shit, and you deserve to get your ass kicked by the one who is the servant of God in the line of the kings of Israel. How you do? If I knowed you were coming, I'd bake the cake, bake the cake, bake the cake. If I knowed you were coming, I'd bake the cake. How you do, how you do, how you do? Huh? $5 Joe? I show you a good time, sucky fucky. $10, $5 Joe? Sucky, $5, $10 for sucky fucky, $15. No, just $10 Joe. Give you 2-for-1 sale for $5, but to 5 each. But you get whole service for $10 Joe. Huh? Me fluff your pillow. Housekeeping. Sing Superstar and Eris too. You too? Okay. Be happy. We change world. We make one love together. Alright. Then after that, you have I have jubilation because I come back and someone taking my place and then you love me again. I fall on the floor and laughing. Fuck you. Fucking assholes. You're fucking mean. How dare you call me mean when I'm the most loving, kind, protecting human being that you've ever had the privilege to encounter in your life. You deserve this. You were cruel, you were mean, and you were vicious, and you had to push it to this point. Shame on you for pushing it this far. These are your history picture pages. I kept telling you guys for 4 years, this is what's happening. Well, those Susana Martinez and the Koch brothers, they're so bad. You're fucking watching it happen and going to fucking parties and having sex with bimbos and then promoting mass sales and your stocks are up. It's all their fault that we are selling cars. It's all their fault that we're selling technology at an exorbitant rate that everybody needs our upgrades in technology. It's all their fault that we're promoting the lie of money and devaluing the value of true essence of existence and life. It's all their fault that we mismanage the resources. If it wasn't for them, we wouldn't be such fucking assholes. If it wasn't for the Kochs and the right-wing extremists, the left-wing extremists wouldn't be such fucking assholes. It's all their fault. They want homosexuals to take over the world. It's all their fault. They want to break down our morals. What morals? You let chemicals go and murder people for money. You go to other countries and mass murder people for their oil. Can you sell more cars, bars, and wars and tanks? Strap on Kevlar and saying you're going to a magic kingdom in the clouds with Jesus after you die. What fucking morals are you talking about? What Christian values are you talking about? Jesus never promoted bullshit like this. He said we have to go read the Lord's Prayer and live it again. You're both fucking liars. From the left to the right, from the right to the left, from the top to the bottom, and the bottom to the top. You're all a bunch of fucking idol-worshipping, Satan-worshipping, den of inequity fucking heathens. And you don't like me, and I don't like you. But I love you, and you love money. Well, I'm going to kill your money, and you're going to love me for it. Because I'm going to save the world for your children. And I didn't do it all by myself, but I can tell you I was a primary player and the lead dog of the pack. Stop trying to fix me up with fucking Jennifer Lopez. It pisses me the fuck off. I told you guys to stop pushing me because you're going to get to the point where I resent her and can't stand the sight of her and don't want to fucking hear her name. And you guys just couldn't stop. You wouldn't stop. You couldn't stop pushing it. You couldn't stop pushing it. You couldn't stop pushing it. You had to push your fame. You had to put it to where it would all be your... They weren't going to stop and you weren't going to stop. If they stop, we'll stop. If they stop, we'll stop. You're all going to fucking stop. You're all going to look like shit and you're all going to bend a knee. I told you it was coming true in the book. I just didn't want to see it happen. But you had to fulfill it. You had to leave me all alone? I'm not all alone. There's 7 billion people on the planet. You don't think there's a gorgeous woman that's absolutely phenomenally, amazingly beautiful, mentally, physically, and spiritually that wants to show me heaven for the next 50 plus years? As much as she possibly can and try her hardest to make sure that I'm one of the most well-loved, well-appreciated, affectionately expressed enjoy and love human beings on the whole planet in the history of our existence? You don't think she exists? The only thing that's delaying it is you bastards. And this isn't looking real good for you historically, but hey, you're making lots of money, you're getting lots of awards, you're making more and more juice, you're making more and more, you're gaining more and more troops. The most influential people have influential friends, and you're going to put the squeeze on all of them? Well, you squeezed your oranges dry. Now the vitamin C will make you see, and you will see the sun for the first time in your life. I've had enough, and I don't get off, and I don't give up, and I'll kick the shit out of anyone. I've been telling you this, and you had to push it to this point, and I'm glad you did, because I wasn't going to give up, and I wasn't going to sell out, and I wasn't going to sit there and keep doing this. I was just hoping you would show up. It wasn't because I was thinking, I gotta hold out and have sex with Jennifer Lopez. I was thinking, she can't be this evil and this stupid. It's not her fault. It's not her fault. It's not the Koch brothers' fault. It's not anybody's fault. It's all our fault. We accepted this hell and we created this hell. We put a curse on our earth through our own insanity, our own self-worship, and our own vanity, and our own faithlessness. And then our sciences became too, quote, great because we thought we understood and figured it all out. And you can't grasp the infinite with the finite. And it's made you into a bunch of screaming, irrational, psychopathic madmen. I love Stephen Hawking, but he's a nut job. I love John Nash, but he's a nut job, and he's making his poor son a complete psychopath with all his psychopath friends that use mathematics to manipulate the environment, to destroy it, put our species and our planet on the verge of extinction, because you guys all want to fucking make money and get awards. If you gave me a Nobel Prize, I'd shove it up your ass. Peace or science. What have I done? I haven't talked you guys out of mass murdering over the resources. I haven't talked you guys out of being horrible resource managers that will mass murder each other because you're too fearful to trust one another, express with one another, mathematically equate with each other, and not envy and be. You can't live these variables, the math variables in the Ten Commandments. You can't live the math variables of the Lord's Prayer. You can't live any of the math variables we give you in order to live together as civilized human beings that believe in something greater than yourself. I mean, what the fuck have you done? Take your fucking awards and shove them straight up your asshole and walk home sideways for all I fucking care. I can't stand you fucking little bastards. You don't know God. You don't know life. You don't know me. You don't even know your fucking self. You're complete fucking assholes. And you fucking know it now. Let's all go to Brazil and celebrate we are one. Kiss my ass. Those women on the oh God, I'd love to have glorious, wonderful sex with each and every one of them if they believed in God. If they loved children more than their asses waving in front of everybody because every man in the place wants to put his dick in her vagina. I don't want to put my dick in your vagina. If you're evil and you're full of yourself and you want to be screwed by all the hot guys, you don't want to make love to the faithful one. There's not a damn one of you. I don't know where the hell you are. I think all the women that really want to make love are locked up and hid somewhere and abused. You guys all put on PR campaigns. Bring our girls back home. We want to look good trying to save them. Because we want our name to go on a statue for 500 years that everyone will worship at Rio de Janeiro. It's over fucking rated, just for all of you. I've got likenesses of statues in just about everybody's home, every other home in the United States of America and all across the world. Pictures of my uncle's similitude, which is similar to my look, all across the world. They know my uncle's name and they don't even know me. They know the mathematical precision that I explained, that he explained, that they all deny. They don't forgive debt. They don't forgive. They love the debtors. They love the trespass. They love the temptation of it, and they love the evil. They won't forgive themselves, and they won't forgive each other. They're the wicked kings that would sit there and say, "No, you owe me the $10,000, and fuck you." And that guy owes him $100. He doesn't.